tournament is the massive earthquake of Haiti in 2010. And now what is we should need to pay attention to. First, let me introduce what the Haiti earthquake is. It happened at January 10 of 2010, and its magnitude was 7 MW. Its death toll was from 200,000, 20,000 to 300,000, 10,000, 6,000. Buildings that have collapsed or were severely damaged were 200,000, 50,000 residents and 13,000 commercial buildings. The earthquake also led to more than 10% of the population of 10 million homeless. And here I prepared a video to let you see the interaction at the time in Haiti. After a terrible disaster, people were suffering from not only physical problems but also mental problems. However, there were fewer than 20 practicing psychiatrists working in sterile facilities at that time. One of the reasons was the more and more emergency and primary care. It meant the government of Haiti was not able to provide the more mental health care to people. An Italian photographer whose name is Fabio Bussaroli. He used his photos to let people all over the world know one of the important problem of the patients in a mental hospital, which name is default. It is located in the country of Haiti, and it is the country's two sterile mental hospitals. As Bussaroli says, when you image a hospital, you think of white walls with clean beds, like this. But it lacks prison. According to his observation, there were really bad to the patients. For example, the 115-bed facility is home to about 250 men and women. Patients sleep on concrete slabs in bare cells, and his saw only one doctor but never witnessed him or any of the nursing staff interact with the patients. Only a single patient but received any visitors, and these are his photos. Is there no one to solve the problem? The Director General of his Ministry of Public Health told time that the government intends to increase funding for mental health care, but did not provide further details. And even though the non-governmental organizations and NGOs provide treatment to some 20,000, 5,000 hectares since 2010, but progress has been slow. So as has tried to repair their lives, the resident of the mental hospital, which name is devoted building, still wet at the back of the line.
Our Taiwan's related samples. August 6, August 10, 2009, during the days Taiwan Molan occurred in the South Central and Southeastern Taiwan, which caused a serious flood. It caused many damages in Taiwan because it brings recoverable. It's Taiwan's worst flood since the AB3 flood in 1959. During this time, there are many parts of Taiwan flooding, landslide, and mudslide. Among all disastrous areas, Jiaxian Xiaoling Village, which is located in Kaohsiung City, is the most serious place, resulting 470 people from the flood. In addition to some serious places, which are usually cared by news and media, there are also a few areas need to be cared. Many these areas are forgotten by government. The following is some examples for visitors who are forgotten. Example one is the Mountains of Surabaya area, located in Kaohsiung City. APA will have a month. Finally finish the sidewalk, only people on foot can go through. 16 hours stay inside, just use the screening cage to receive the cerebral, to receive the medicals. Whenever we collect spa area had to be opened doors and rebuild airports. Local spa area just a few kilometers away seem to have been forgotten completely. Residents only hope the government realize the promise and quickly open the roads. Example 2 is in neglected small town, Sanlin. Although the loss of Sanlin is smaller than the neighboring town, Liuhe and Jiaxian town, Monaco had an amazing rainfall and landslide, which devastated Sanlin town's economic lifeline of agriculture. The main crops are bananas, papayas, and rice. The monarch just has to harvest time of bananas and papayas, resulting in banana grapes and papaya trees, highlighting the completely downhill and bringing big loss. Although the government provide cash assistance immediately after the disasters, the agricultural loss by the vast scale of hurricane is hard to compensate. Newly complete bridge in the forest was broken again in the storm. In addition to the future will use the temporary bridge to replace it. The sake of breaking the bridge, about 1,000 people in the village will use the water supply to go through the days without running water. There are many deficiencies of government's policy about resetting the people, such as governments have different attitudes to deal with some villages, which lead to different views of two sides. Therefore, it can only handle the whole thing. For example, Saudi village and Hausa village are the some situations, but at the beginning there are gaps between the single governments and tribes. But considering the circumstances of the future, tribes accept the government's program. In the future, Hausa village will face the new resettlement and relocation issues.
Now I will talk about the 91 earthquake. In 1999, after the 91 earthquake, the government established the 91 earthquake post-disaster recovery commission. The premier at that time as the chairman by the reconstruction of the earthquake-stricken area to rebuild a safe, sustainable, and vibrant home. However, some experts criticize that the government's progress was just a typical written work, for the emergency decrees had diminished the local government's rights, and that the central government must come up with something to do. But the central government was just playing on words, which made the programs couldn't be implemented well. In this regard, a national Taiwan University professor said that the rebuilding process is very important and the community should have the opportunity to participate in. He suggests that the government should set up a first sector and the civil war as the main part. What the government had to do was getting rid of the act, and then the third sector could be fully authorized. In 1995, the Osaka Kobe earthquake occurred in Japan. The loss is estimated estimated at 6 trillion and 90 million yen. During the 4 years rehabilitation from the central government to the local folk, Japan had invested 7 trillion and 7 trillion in implementation of revival. What the Japanese government wanted to do was not only restore the city's old landscape, but also do some far-sighted reconstruction planning to cope with the needs of the international developments for the port of Kobe. The revival plan was led by the mayor of Kobe, and it failed out to reclaim land and expanded into 2 new ports. And the port of Kobe, which had no airport before, took the opportunity to build a new international airport named Kobe Airport, which made the port of Kobe become more magnificent after the earthquake. Comprehensive advice of experts and scholars generally believe that the community should be the basis of reconstruction. However, every community reconstruction would encounter different problems, and how to solve those problems was depending on the determination and wisdom of the government and the people. This is an example of the forgotten victims of 9/11 earthquake. In 2010, the residents of Fongyuan joint markets began to petition the county governments because they were discounted over the cumbersome and complex administrative procedures, which led their reconstruction far in the indefinite future. And in 2011, the judgment of the national compensation for residents of Fongyuan joint market was that Taichung City state government must pay $230 million in total to 15 disaster-struck households. However, it seems that the judgment couldn't bring joy to the residents because there were 185 earthquake-struck households in total, but only 15 households received the compensation.
Now I'm going to talk about the implication of the Haiti earthquake. In my opinion, I think the implication of the Haiti earthquake is extended from the following problem. The problem is the poor environment and the people who live in the suburban area and mental health assistance has gone slowly. First, poor environment. The problem is patients live on concrete
Basically, as a common person saw this situation, may think about that the article is absolutely connected with the content. Basically, we can imagine about that. After 4 years later, people who suffer from the earthquake keep staying in a poor environment. Patients cannot get enough resources to recover their energy. Of course, in a situation, the side effect might be that social productivity will grow pretty slowly. Therefore, due to this problem, the implication is government should be indicated to improve the environment where victims live. In my opinion, if the government seriously make an effort on dealing with the problem, the environment will have a huge change. Next, the people who live in suburban area. The problem is the healthy care of those who are too far from the major urban center is virtually non-existent. If nobody takes serious about the distance between urban and suburban, the suburban healthy problem will only go worse and worse. And due to this problem, we can see the implication is government should prepare a more comprehensive program to reduce the unequal distribution. In this case, especially government should take action as quickly as they can, since they notice about the terrible situation. Next, the mental health. The problem is, any workers said mental health needs skyrocketed in the month after the earthquake, but Haiti government was not equipped to meet the demand. After reading about this, we can know that the damage is not just physical, and the implication is not only just focus on the physical problems the victims serve, but also take serious care of the victims' mental health problems. Not only Haiti, but also Taiwan or any other place in the world. Sometimes the skin hurt will recover by the time. However, the hurt in the heart will never fade away. And I think the mental health problem should be taken serious to handle it. The final assistance has gone slowly. The problem is non-governmental organizations and aid agencies have provided treatment to some 24,000 Haitians since 2010, but the progress has been slow. As we see about this, although many people provide treatment to those people in need, however, those in need, as the time passed, only few people will keep contact with the damage of the natural. So the most terrible of all, some people have already forgotten this. Therefore, the implication is people on the world should also keep control on the scars of the disaster net. Above is the implication of Haiti earthquake. Next is the question.
Okay. Go through all the questions and let the audience choose which ones they want to answer.
When was the highway earthquake happen? How was it magnitude? How did the Italian photographer describe the situation about the mental hospital in Hungary? Why did he think of it? If you are one of the mental patients in Hungary, what kind of aid do you want to get? Have you ever helped domestic or foreign victims? How to help them? Did your home have ever been blown? How does it feel? Why did the government program criticized by experts? How to solve the problem? When did the protocol become more magnificent? Why did the residents of this place is dissatisfied with the judgment? And the next one is top one of the implication. Which problem is connected with this implication?
Okay, 1 minute for discussion. You can talk to your neighbors about the questions you want to answer, and also some comments, feedback, observations on their presentation skills. Okay, you ready? Anyone want to go first? Yes? Which question? Number 1.
It happened January 12, 2010. And 2010 is 7.
Is that right? Yes, very good. Yes, Huang Kaiyu. Yes, he said it was like a prison. Yes. Okay. Number 3.
If I were one of the mental patients in the ID, I think that I may lose my friends or my enemies. So I want to talk to the doctor to share my feeling. Maybe cry or maybe gesture. Just want to talk to them.
Yes, very good. Okay. Anyone? Yes?
Number 5.
Number 5.
My home is not haven't been hard, but I think you will be also
Yes, yes, that's true. Okay, anyone? Yes? Number 4. Yes, have you ever helped any victims in huge disasters? How to help them? So you have been a